Elton Santana here again, Davenport Realty. One of the questions I get from my clients is about the Guelph market regarding buying apartments. Either it is for living or investing. So I did a complete research on the properties of apartment buildings that are for sale. I'm not including the rental properties, only the ones that you can buy. And I divided into the neighborhoods so you can get a better idea of what can you get depending on the region. So I hope this will be good for you. Enjoy.
Guelph condo market is very interesting. See that historically, of course, that the prices go up, but let's try to make it just 1 year here and see what happens in last year. We had in general, the median prices of condo is coming from 2020 January. You can see it was 383,000. And today, like you see that May was a peak that we had there at 495,000. Now it went down to 455,000. So the price went down. But if you look into the apartments and the size of them, with one bedroom, yeah, the price went down from 4 to 8. 2 bedroom also going down. But if you look at the 3 bedroom, it's actually going up, and the 4 bedroom is going up. So the prices for larger families living in an apartment in Guelph or the students' apartments, the price is going up for this scenario. So this is pretty much what you can expect in terms of price in general. Overall, you have some regions that we have buildings from the 70s and 80s, and you have regions that have buildings from the more recent buildings, new releases. So depending on which area you are in the city, you're going to see different types of condos, and that's what I'm going to be showing here. Before we even start talking about the condo market in Guelph, we have to understand how the city is distributed, the neighborhoods, right? So basically, when you look at the neighborhoods and where the condos will be located, we have to see at Highway 6, Gordon Street, and Highway 7. So this is the main roads in Guelph, and many of the neighborhoods, these roads are going to pass through them, right? For example, Courtright West and East, Gordon is right in the middle. Gordon is an important road in regards to the condo market, and we're going to see it later. So Honorary is located in the north side of Guelph, and the buildings there, they are going to range from the 70s to the 90s, and that's where you're going to find on the lower end of the prices there. And then usually you're going to find like 1 or 2 bedroom units, and they are around 350 and to 400. That's more or less the price that you're going to find there. And they don't take too much time in the market recently. They've been taking on average 8-7 days in the market to sell. So it's actually a lower price and in high demand, I would say, by the amount of time that it's taking there. Beside Honorary Willow, what we see are buildings from the 70s on the Riverside. Typically, we've been finding more recently 2 and 3 bedroom apartments, and interesting there is that the apartments are over 1,000 square feet, and they're going to be ranging between like $440,000 and $500,000. They are mostly concentrated at the corner of Woodlawn and Woolwich Street. That's where you're going to find the apartments if you're looking for somewhere to stay in the Riverside area. Going further south, it's still surrounding downtown. As you can see, we have like Willow on the west, and then we have Riverside Park in the north. But south of downtown, we see Dovercliff Park and Old University. In this area, mainly what we see is actually 2 bedroom apartments, and they range around like 800 square feet. They are all at Conroy Crescent, and they are from the 70s. On average, the price of an apartment there is around $380,000. You don't see many apartment units at the Willow West area. Basically, you're going to see Westwood Road at number 89 as one complex with a building from the 80s. You're going to find like bigger units, like 2 and 3 bedroom units. Even like a 3 bedroom unit can be 1,700 square feet there. But then when you go to Paisley, the 901 Paisley, you're going to see like the 1 bedroom units. And the other difference that we have, of course, that the ones from Paisley are newer. They're from 2008, so they have a lower maintenance fees. They are smaller units, and then the Westwood ones are like bigger units, higher maintenance fees. but the price will be around 400,000, even if it's like being the one bedroom unit at Paisley or being the 1,700 square feet in Westwood Road. So when you talk about Courtright East and Courtright West, we consider that this is actually a student area. Usually the buildings are fairly new. You see buildings from 2015, 2016. Of course, there is a set of buildings that are from the 80s. There is one at Christopher Court. There's one at Gordon Street. But mainly the buildings are concentrated around Gordon. The older ones, of course, this one from the 80s, they have higher condo fees and they are a bit bigger. But actually there is a variety of sizes here, right? So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. So older units will be typically around $400,000, but the newer units can actually go even above $600,000. When observing the condo market in downtown and St. Patrick's Ward, like it's a big variety of types of buildings that you can see there. You can see buildings as converted units, right? So they were the ones that are older buildings, like 100-year-old buildings that were factories. They are converted into apartment buildings, and then you have the 80s, the buildings from the 80s. But it's a lot of buildings that are coming more from the 2014, 2015, and now. So we keep seeing more and more new developments there. Of course, that the price is going to vary a lot. In the older units, you're going to see prices of like 410 and lower 400s, right? But yeah, you're going to be surprised because you can actually get 2-bedroom units being sold for $900,000. So the nice thing about this, and just one good remark about the 100-year-old building that we have at Northumberland Street. The building has its own characteristic, right? So it has like exposed brick wall. It's very different building from the rest. So it's a good variety, but I would say that the buildings here are more on the high end, and they have all these amenities that are provided on these modern buildings. Let's talk about Pine Ridge. So Pine Ridge region is in the South Guelph, closer to Highway 401. It's a more recent area, and we have the oldest building that you can see here is actually from 2008. There are a lot of more recent developments, in even the one that 1880 Gordon is actually going to be released or ready to move by 2022. Most of the units are not staying in the market for too long, and this is a fact. Except for the 1880 Gordon Street that is new and it's a higher price, and you could see typically stay in the market for not more than 20 days. The price that are selling, of course, that there always will be units that are going to be selling way above the asking price, but maybe because they are underpriced. But typically you see it selling at the list price or a bit below. Majority units that you find here are 2-bedroom. There are available 3-bedroom units, but they are mostly on the buildings located at Gordon Street. Bigger units, you find bigger units at 1,600, 1,700, even more than 1,700 square feet. I was mentioning the one at Gordon Street, 1880 Gordon Street, that's brand new. Penthouse there with 1,750 square feet got sold for close to $1 million. And it's a high-end unit, so high-end units in this area can sell for more than $700,000. But average 2-bedroom, what you find there, you'll be around $520,000. I spoke about 1880 Gordon Street, which is actually a new development that's coming and getting ready by 2022. But there is a new developments also coming in different areas. I would say that the TerraCondo would be a very interesting one. They claim to be the first of its kind in Canada. Their design emits zero carbon by drawing on green power from solar and geothermal energy sources. And you can see the amount of solar panels that we have on top of the building. So it's a very environmental conscious development that could be quite interesting as well. Another development that we see that's being released now, and we still have some units available, is Metaworks. Metaworks is comprised of a few buildings for residential, and has also an interesting heritage commercial building that is used for a distillery and a brewery. Once the COVID allows, you actually can even visit the unit there. So if you are interested in any of these units, just get in touch and I can give you more details on that. Another one coming to Guelph soon, Guelph Downtown, is one of Tricar. At Winihan Street. Unfortunately, there are not many details yet. You can register for updates. Also, if you want to know more about this development, just contact me and I can actually keep you up to date as soon as information is available.
That's it. So in case you have any questions about the apartment market in Guelph, if you want to know things like how much can you rent this for, or any other information about prices, more details about specific buildings, get in touch. I'll be glad to help.